This is a joke.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll do it from his left side here. Input left, input forward left. And it missed, but hey, you know what? That's the most consistent that I usually do it, so. Because his head can move around quite a bit, and it's just RNG, so. Especially if you have other players. From his right side, input right, helm downwards. There we go. Input left, forward left. That's on. There we go. You won't hit those every single time, but when you're in multiplayer where his head ends up at the end of the board is pretty random, so that's the one I found to be the most consistent way to do it from that side. So. Fire sweep, bird walk, whatever. Hit his arm, input forward left, backwards at the last second. You want to delay that one so that you don't hit the neck. Okay, that was yeah, sometimes that happens.
Stop being friends, like it's a fucking threat. What the hell? Swords not so good. Oh, he's got.
Put forward left. I think that was straight left, but it still works. He has a wall behind him. Wait for his body to hit the wall. Aim at the
And then
neck-ish area.
slide to the right.
Yep. Here's the fire sweep. He has a wall behind him. Wait for his body to hit the wall. Aim at the base of his neck. Generally works out. He does have room behind him. Follow the base of his neck. He hit the wall, but worked out. Looks like he's gonna hit the wall. Wait for him to hit the wall. Aim for the base of the neck. Ended up hitting his head there though. He does have space behind him. Follow the base of his neck. Attack that, and his head will land nearby. He has room behind him. Aim for the base of the neck. There we go.
I can't ask you to join without having the game. I gotta make this.
If anyone wants to send bomb. 0, 1. About 1 second is the limit if you are late, but you'll probably end up getting hit. Ugh.
Get the address up. Okay, so it's. Da-dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Not a Helmbreaker, but if you are early on this combo here, you can get a full round slash. Make sure you slash away though on the round slash to get away from the mines.
Yo, Zealous, have I
tanked
your bitrate and FPS?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I picked that YouTube button. Wait, Zealous. Oh.
Alright, there's another.
Wait, no!
Shut up!
To the left.
Alright, so when Fatalis falls down to all fours, there's a few ways you can do it, but for this, we're specifically talking about the pin attack. There are two ways he can do the pin attack. First is on his own, where he simply leans back and then falls forward again, and second, when he takes damage to the chest and recoils backwards before falling forward. When he falls forward on his own, he recovers very quickly, and there's basically no time to do a consistent Helmbreaker. However, when he falls forward from taking damage to the torso, the recovery time is very long, and there's more time to land a Helmbreaker. There we go. Head moves up. Early. Alright, so smokes are a little bit weird, and I myself don't completely understand them, but here's the general gist of it without getting super into the details. Basically, monsters target players at random. If the player that the monster is targeting is in a smoke bomb, then the monster will do a looking around animation. If they're in there for too long, then it's not going to work. The monster will either, step around or turn around and then roar in any order, whatever. But anyway, point is if Fatalis does the looking around animation, there's a Helmbreaker opening where you can hit the tail or even his leg, and then his head will turn to the other side, and then you can hit the head from there. The tail will always go to the opposite side of whichever way that Fatalis is looking. So if he looks over to his left, the tail will sweep over to the right side, and vice versa. So. Moves right, left, and he's gonna roar. So. As soon as the fire starts, aim for center crotch. Don't input anything. And I missed the swing on the head, but there you go. Go. Around the time the fire starts, go straight up, and his head should land there. Three-shot shotgun attack. You can do a Helmbreaker at pretty much any point, but
Take my
doesn't hit the head. Can you not make weird noises in my clips? Opposite side. Torso where the arm is. Come up. Torso comes back around. There's that bass sound. That's when I time the heal.
I'm dead. You're fainting. Me too.
Okay. You watch the pattern of the way his head moves here. Kind of stays on the left. Dish, and then when he yanks it back like that, it's pretty easy to miss, especially if you try to round slash. But as soon as he yanks, that's when you can input Helmbreaker, come back down, his head that way. Bind animation is different depending on when he was binded, like if he was binded out of the air or if he was binded on the floor. You can see here when he was binded off the floor, he yanks his head back, and as soon as he yanks his head back to the to the top right, he immediately reels back and the bind lets go. Whereas before, when he was binding out of the air, he yanks his head back, but he does it for just a second or two longer, and then he reels his head back. So there's a small timing difference there. So yeah. No, don't worry about it. Well, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys find it useful. Just wanted to say a few things before closing off. First off, all the tips in this video are from my subjective experience. I have about 400-ish Fatalis kills, so I'm not terrible at it, though that's nothing compared to the level 999s that grind fatty kills like it's their job, and they have, like, bare minimum 1,000 kills. It's crazy. Feel free to break any of the advice or tips I gave in this video. Find what positions and timings work best for you and practice it thousands of times, because that's really just what it comes down to. I mostly just do SOS heroing. Not sure if that's a common term, but I'm always just trying to help others and thought a video would be a good idea. This took a lot longer than I expected, but honestly it could have been twice as long if I had made it more detailed, so if there's some questions you have, feel free to ask. I am thinking about making another video detailing the Fatalis fight in full, especially as a guide for players who are reaching Fatalis way too early, like 400 hours too early, as that is a problem that is occurring with the game and might continue to be a problem with the game since the game is no longer being developed. But anyway, if that's something that would interest you, please leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. I'm talking as though this is going to get more than 10 views. Anyways, have a good one and happy hunting. By the way, feel free to add me on Discord, I'll put it in the description if any of you want to do some fatty runs. Cheers.